When it comes to paint correction or polishing, having proper lighting is very critical, because if you can't see the swirls or the imperfections, it's very hard to tell if you're actually making progress on removing those imperfections from your paint. So in this video, I'm gonna go over 3 different light sources that we typically use here, ranging from like 60 bucks to like 500 bucks to 120 bucks. So the go-to one that I typically use is gonna be the Scan Grip. Now you can't see it on camera, but I'll show you an overlay. This one is all Scan Grip. So the stand with wheels, the larger light, and then the bottom light, it's all Scan Grip. So it is high quality. It's great. It's very mobile. The biggest thing about this is the cost. I forget the exact number, but you have to purchase the light plus the battery, and there's different size batteries, plus the stand, plus if you want to get this additional one. So in total, you're probably looking at like $500 to $700. I think it's been a while since I purchased these. So what's good about Scan Grip is that you can adjust the lighting. So depending on what you're working on, you can have it very high. Is it not working right here? You can have it very high. Oh, my battery almost dead. I think this one's broken. Yeah, there it goes. It's at 100%. It's not going down no more. I think this one's, we've had this one for I think like 6 years already. On one that works. You can adjust the brightness and then the temperature. So if you want to make it more warmer, more yellow, or if you want to make it more cooler, which is like more on the blue or the white side, you're able to adjust the Kelvin, and you're able to adjust how bright it is. Now, I'm pressing the button here, but mine is not working. It's had this, it's been like that for a while, but we have like 3 or 4 different of these lights, and they're very high quality. So the bottom one right here, same thing, is this is a smaller one, so it's not going to output as much light. But you can adjust the, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's adjusting the outputs. Right now it's at 10%, and then it's gonna go all the way up to 10%, to 100%. And it also tells you on the back side, if you're at 100%, it's gonna run for 1 hour. If you drop it down to 10%, it's gonna run for 5 hours. So it gives you a lot more control of your light output depending on what you're working on. And again, I'm gonna keep on saying this on this channel, we do this as a business. So like right now, we have this correction and coating behind us, and you know, it's a paying customer, so we need the different lights and the different outputs because we need to inspect our work and make sure we're doing a good job. So this is on the high-end side. Now again, if you just want the best of the best and you just like having, you know, premium brands, Scan Grip is going to be one of those. On the other side here, this is a Loom Tech, I believe it's called. This one I think is like $130. It's corded and it puts out a lot of power. Now the good thing about this one is that you are able to change the temperature on them. So I don't know if you can tell, but I am changing the temperature on each individual light. Now that is useful. What I do like a lot about this, and if you've seen my videos, you know, a lot of times I don't like to mess with battery powered, because if I'm gonna use it for a prolonged amount of time, the battery will die and then you have to keep on switching them out. So depending on what I'm working on, I might grab the cordless or I might grab the corded. What I do very much like about this one is that you can change these around to fit how you like. So that helps out a lot. And you can also raise this, but that's pretty standard. It can go pretty high. Now, the difference with this one is that, like, the reason why I put a light in the bottom is so I can check the bottom half of the vehicle. With this one, because you can't put it as low as the Scan Grip one, you're gonna have to bend down a lot more to inspect the bottom half of the vehicle. So each one has its pros and cons, but this is 10 out of 10 times we are using either this Scan Grip to inspect our work or this one to inspect our work. If it's just me working and, like, again, it just depends on the job that I'm doing. It's gonna dictate which one that I'm using. If we're applying a ceramic coating or something like that, I will use this one because I can just move it around and inspect my work easier than if I'm using this one. But if I'm doing like paint corrections or like if I'm doing like rotary work and I just want like a strong light source that doesn't dim over time, I'm gonna grab this one because it's gonna stay on because it's corded, right? There's no batteries involved. Now, then you have to look at the price point. This one, again, I think like 140. This one, if you put all this together, it's like, call it $500-600 bucks. So that's a pretty stark difference. Another good light source you need to have is like a handheld one. So let's say you're just getting started in paint correction, or you're in your driveway, whatever, and like, hey, I don't want to spend that much. Like, what's another alternative? Well, a smaller light like this is also going to help, because the main thing you just want to make sure is, can you inspect your work beforehand, and can you inspect your work after you do your passes, right? So a lot of times when we're working, and again, depending on the vehicle, what we're doing, instead of grabbing either of these lights, I'll just have this handheld, and it's metal here. So if I'm working on this chair, I have it connected to my chair, and when I need to inspect the work, I just turn it on and I look through the paint, and I keep on working with this one. So again, I'm gonna preface this with saying, like, we do this as a business. Like, we have multiple cars that come in for different levels of services, for different budgets, for different everything, right? So we have different lights because it makes sense, because we make money from this. If you're doing this as a personal hobby and you just want to be mindful with budget, something like this is perfect. We use it all the time. If you just want to be bougie and want to have a more premium brand, a Scan Grip is going to be fantastic. Regardless of which one you buy, a handheld one will be very useful, because it's just easy, right? Aside from doing it for paint, like, you can use this to inspect the interior, the engine bay, whatever. Like, it's just helpful to have like a handy little small light, right? So if you think like, oh, well, the Scan Grip is more premium, so that one's the better one. It's like, well, no, it just depends on what exactly you're looking for, right? Like, if I got rid of this altogether and I only had this one, could I get it done? Yes. With this one, like, there's no flaws to either one. It's just there's a nuance to each one, right? Like, I wouldn't say it's a flaw that it's harder to inspect the bottom half of the vehicle because it doesn't go that low, because then you could just use this little light, right? Whereas with this one, like, even though it has more versatility, it does come at the price, and it is battery powered. So again, like, if you are going to work for a prolonged period of time, like, when the small one dies, right? This one doesn't take batteries, so you have to charge the light itself. So if you want to make sure that you just have to swap out batteries, well, then buy 2 of these, and then buy 4 batteries. That way you can always swap them out. So when one goes, you start charging the other one. Whereas this one, it's cheaper, but there's no battery, so you have to plug into the LED. So like, there are pros and cons to each one, and it's not just saying, oh, well, the Scan Grip is more expensive and it's more premium and it has more features, so that one's the better one. It's like, well, it just depends on what you're working on. We equally use these, and I'll say with this one, we're actually able to use these for window tint as well when we're installing windshields or back windows, and it's 5%, and we have to cut the film out. This one works fantastic because it outputs a lot more light than this one could, right? So it just depends on what you're working on. And I'm not gonna say which one is, because it's not about saying which one is the better one. It's like, which one better fits your situation, which one better meets your needs for where you are, for what you work on, for what you want to do, right? Would I say one is objectively better than the other? I actually would not. It totally depends on what it is you're going after.